السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما يا رب العالمين. So we were just continuing through the ahadith of Al-Adab al-Mufrad, in which we're trying to rectify our behaviors and mannerisms. And in this hadith today that I'm going to share with you, the Prophet ﷺ is teaching us something important about what to do when we're trying to connect with our relations, but they're not friendly back to us. That when we're trying to be good to our cousins or our uncles or aunties, but for one reason or another, they do not reciprocate this. So an individual, he came to the Prophet ﷺ and he said that, إِنَّ لِي قَرَابَةً أَحْسَنُ إِلَيْهِمْ وَهُمْ يَسِيئُونَ. That I'm being good towards them and they're being nasty towards me. That I'm trying to maintain the ties and they're trying to cut it. So the Prophet ﷺ, he's ended the hadith, he said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's assistance will be with that person as long as he continues with that. Allah's barakah, inshallah, will be with that as long as he maintains that intention that I want to keep these ties. Inshallah, Allah will unite these ties. And in Surah Al-Ra'd, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he mentions a very, very powerful verse that he's describing the believers, the true believers, and he's describing the munafiqun, the hypocrites. So he says that وَالَّذِينَ يَصِلُونَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ بِهِ أَن يُوصَلَ وَيَخْشَوْنَ رَبَّهُمْ وَيَخَافُونَ سُوءَ الْحِسَابِ. And he's saying that those individuals, يَصِلُونَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ, that connect those relationships which Allah has commanded. وَيَخْشَوْنَ رَبَّهُمْ, they fear their Lord. وَيَخَافُونَ سُوءَ الْحِسَابِ, and they have that fear that I am going to get on the day of accountability, it's going to be bad for me. What's their reward? أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمْ جَنَّاتُ عَدْنٍ يَدْخُلُونَهَا وَمَنْ صَلَحَ مِنْ آبَائِهِمْ وَأَزْوَاجِهِمْ وَذُرِّيَّاتِهِمْ. That Jannah will be there. And for those that were good, وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ يَدْخُلُونَ عَلَيْهِمْ مِنْ كُلِّ بَابٍ, and there will be angels at every door. سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكُمْ بِمَا صَبَرْتُمْ. Literally, salam upon you because of what you had been patient with. Then Allah describes on the other side, on the contrary. What about those individuals that didn't do these actions? وَالَّذِينَ يَنْقُضُونَ أَحْدَ اللَّهِ مِنْ بَعْدِ مِيثَاقِهِ وَيَقْطَعُونَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ بِهِ أَن يُوصَلَ وَيُفْسِدُونَ فِي الْأَرْضِ أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمُ اللَّعْنَةُ وَلَهُمْ سُوءُ الدَّارِ. That those individuals that didn't fulfill their promises, they broke their promises. وَيَقْطَعُونَ, and they went out to break their ties. وَيُفْسِدُونَ فِي الْأَرْضِ, and just create corruption on the earth. Spread trouble everywhere. أُولَٰئِكَ لَهُمُ اللَّعْنَةُ. For them is Allah's la'na and His curse. وَلَهُمْ سُوءُ الدَّارِ. They have the worst of places. So it's important, Allah's emphasized this in the Quran, that if we go out our way and we maintain our ties and we maintain our relationships, inshallah, we will have those angels there to say, Salamun alaykum bima sabartum. Salam because of what you are patient with. Even though so-and-so said this, they were spreading slander. They were spreading accusations about you and they were trying to ruin your reputation. But salamun alaykum bima sabartum. And it takes patience, right? That when people are doing things against you, especially when it's your own family, when it's your own kith and kin, your own blood, it takes patience. But this is why we have, even when we look at the life of the Prophet ﷺ, who was it? That was his biggest enemy. It was his own family, right? Abu Lahab was his own. When he was gathering all the Muslims, he was the first one to say, Tabban lak. It was his own family. So this is a lesson that our family can be our biggest trial in our life, and they can also be the means for our Jannah as well. Depends how we look at it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unite our families, unite our communities, and unite the Muslim Ummah as a whole. Subhanallah wa bihamdik, subhanakallah wa bihamdik. نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.